Welcome back, DoomTubers. Doomwaves here on a Saturday morning. I'm kind of tired. I don't know why I'm up, but I am. And this will serve, of course, as my January pickups video. There's a lot of stuff here, and like I always say, I'm kind of not planning on buying anything else. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff, and really, most of the money that I spent here was, a little bit here and there, and then of course my Christmas money that was kind of hoarding until I found some games that I wanted, and I did find quite a few. So let's just get started here. First with the non-games, just a few movies here, nothing crazy, and a couple of these things were actually picked up before Christmas, and I'm actually not positive if I've shown these in a video or not, so I'm going to go ahead and show them again, because I haven't gone back to watch and see if I actually showed these before. So first off is a couple of VHS tapes, because, I'm cool like that, and I buy VHS still. Space Camp. This is a movie that I remember watching in school as a kid and being obsessed with it and always wanting to watch it. And so when I found this for sale price said it was $1, but it was actually 50 cents. So it was kind of a no-brainer. I have since actually rented this or checked it out from our local library and watched it again, and it's still just as cheesy and awesome as it was back then. So definitely glad to have that to throw in and watch from time to time, or show it to my nieces or my nephew, or eventually when we have kids, it'll hopefully be something that they're into. Next is one that I won't show kids. It's the first Hellraiser. I actually just watched this for the first time this year, or 2013. It's 2014 now. I watched this not that long ago, probably this fall, and I watched the second one too. It's just the right amount of cheese and horror that I kind of dig it. It's, just as funny as it is supposed to be creepy for me anyway. This one was really good, and I kind of like the second one too, but I haven't watched any of the others just yet. Next up is David Lynch's Dune. I've heard mixed reviews on this from this Dustin Christ, who says this is one of his favorite books, if not his favorite book ever. Says that this movie sucks, but oh well, I'll check it out anyway. I'm excited to watch it. And then last but not least, as far as movies go, I picked this up actually way before Christmas, actually. And this is why I think I just forgot to put it in my last video when I talked about all those other Blu-rays I picked up. I actually picked up the Steelbook Battle Los Angeles. I actually really like this movie. I think it's really good. And this was actually at my local Dollar General for like $6, and it's actually the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. So I was excited to pick that up. Just because actually I didn't have the movie before, and for $6 for a cool steelbook version of it was kind of a no-brainer, so I picked that up. Alright, that is it for the non-games, other than, an iTunes purchase. I did pick up an album, Bastille's Bad Blood, which I think is a phenomenal album. I don't know what it is about it. It's just so good to me. And I picked it up, I don't know, last week or something like that, after hearing a song on the radio. I don't really listen to radio very often, but I was in the car and didn't have anything else to listen to, so I just turned on a radio, local station that I listen to from time to time, and a song popped up, and it was just like a revelation. So I went and downloaded the album after that, and I love every single song. So Bastille's Bad Blood is a great album. Alright, next up I'll talk about a few digital purchases, just because they're not that big of a deal. They're nothing super amazing. I did pick up on the winter Steam sale. I picked up Hammerwatch, which is kind of I don't know if it's a roguelike, but it's kind of a isometric, kind of like a Gauntlet clone. Simple graphics. It's really good. I like it so far. It's you can play multiplayer on Steam, which is cool. I haven't done that yet, but it's kind of a cool feature. You can actually get like 4 people together and kind of slash your way through these dungeons. It's a dungeon crawler, Gauntlet style. But it's really cool. And then also I picked up Natural Selection 2. Actually, I haven't played it yet because after downloading it, I don't think I have a PC that'll run it. It's a first-person shooter. That's all I know about it, really. It was like $2 or $3, so I picked it up. And I don't know if I mentioned in the past, but I did pick up Serious Sam, the random encounter. It's a turn-based RPG set in the Serious Sam universe, which is really awkward, but it really works, and it's a really cool kind of an RPG. Really pretty simple. Really like it. It's actually a lot of fun. So check it out if you're on the fence. It's only like $1. I think it was $1 during the sale. I don't know if it's still $1. But Serious Sam, the random encounter, kind of fun. And a free game that I actually picked up was The Legends of Yore. This is also a roguelike. Kind of a Gauntlet style, really simple graphics, like 8-bit crappy graphics. It's kind of a fun game. You got some quests that you can go on and go into the dungeon, and every time you go back into the dungeon it changes, which is, the roguelike part of it. I actually was tipped off about this game from another game called Hack/Loot. It is Hack/Loot. I downloaded the demo for and played quite a bit. It's really fun too, but it's really, really hard. For some reason, it is just so hard to attack enemies. You miss so often, and then you just die, and then you have to start over completely. It's not like you start at the beginning again. You start at the beginning of the dungeon again and continue. It's you start over completely, new character, even if it's the same quest, you got to start over. So it's a really kind of a tough game, but Legends of Yore is quite a bit easier than Hack/Loot, but they are both really cool, and they're both. I think Legends of Yore is cheap. I got it for free, but I'm not sure if it's always free. But Hack/Loot, I think is only like $7, but it's a pretty fun game and kind of worth it. And then lastly here for digital games, for my Club Nintendo points, which I really don't use, I really don't care that much about them. I put some in. And I saw that there was a couple of 3DS games that I could download, virtual console games. So I downloaded one of them for 100 coins. I got Mario Picross. I actually really like Picross games, so I downloaded this for like 100 coins. And I've been playing the crap out of it. I put probably 8 hours into it and beat, close to 100 puzzles by now. It's really fun. I love Picross, so it was kind of a, it's a nice game to have on, downloaded on the 3DS. So even if I have another cartridge in there or something, I could just go and play that for a little while and just chill out with it. Okay, the only retro game that I picked up, and the only reason I picked this up was because a coworker actually had told me that he had bought several copies of this game. Because he was looking for a specific version, because apparently there was more than one version with some different licensing. I think there's like Spider-Man or something in some of the versions, but I don't know. But it is The Revenge of Shinobi for the Genesis. And normally I wouldn't buy Genesis games. Well, it's not that I won't buy Genesis games, because there are several that I would like to have. Normally I wouldn't buy this game, because I'm not really that into like the kind of ninja platformers, but that said, I have played this quite a bit, and it is a lot of fun. Very, very hard, but yeah, it's pretty fun. So yeah, I picked that up. My coworker gave it to me for free, actually, and said enjoy, because I think he spent all of like $2 or $3 on it on eBay or something like that. Okay, moving on here to a huge haul of Xbox 360 games that I got for next to nothing. I paid $15 for this lot of 7 games. Now, the story behind this is actually kind of funny. The guy selling these was one of my brother-in-law's coworkers, who is selling all of his 360 stuff to fund Xbox One stuff, which is, you know, fine if he wants to do that. That's on him. You know, I don't care. And in doing so, he decided to sell all of these games at what he would get from GameStop if he was to trade them in. So some of these games he had on his little spreadsheet, you know, like a quarter, you know, or a dollar. I think the most expensive one was $9. So, and that was, you know, that's more than half of what I paid for this whole lot. And so yeah, I'm really excited to have all these games. I have Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, Dungeon Siege 3. It's kind of a Diablo clone kind of a game. I'm excited to play Dungeon Siege 3. LA Noire. This would be the first Rockstar game that I own, because I'm just not a huge fan of Rockstar, so I did want to try this game though. We had Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Really awesome. The first Mass Effect. Once again, really awesome. Excited to try to play this game, get into this series. And then last but not least is Catherine. So that was the one that was $9. The rest of them were a lot less than that. So $15 for that whole lot. Was really excited to find that. Great games for really cheap. Okay, and my last stack of games here, minus one of them, which I'll show first. Picked up this Paper Mario Sticker Star. I actually picked this up for just $20 brand new, which I think is a really good price. I got it at Walmart because Mario games, as all of you know, hold their value. So when I found this for $20 at Walmart, I kind of jumped on it because I think even at GameStop this is still, you know, $25-$30. So I got this for $20, brand new, sealed, and was excited to play it. This is actually my first Paper Mario game. I understand where, you know, everybody's qualms with this game. You know, it's, you know, there's no point in battling, really. I mean, it just wastes stickers, but that's okay. You can just avoid battles. And there's no experience points, which, you know, kind of sucks because your attacks never really get stronger or anything like that. You know, you just have to find better stickers. And you do gain HP and stuff, but it's by way of collecting heart containers, you know, similar to like a Zelda style game. I mean, you fight Goombas and Koopa Troopas, and you fight bosses at the end of the sections and collect these royal stickers. I mean, it's a charming game. There's a lot of fun aspects to it, and I really enjoy it. I can see how it could get old pretty fast. You know, I've probably 12 hours into it, 10, 12 hours. And, yeah, I mean, I get it. But it's not that I'm, like, totally just sick of it. But, I mean, I haven't played for a few days. And, but I don't feel like I'm wasting my time with it. I do like the game. So, glad to pick that up. And then this stack of games, I picked up all on the same day. Actually, I forgot one. Because it's just in a generic case. I picked all these up at a couple of different GameStops. This was my Christmas splurge, I guess you could say. With all the Christmas money that I received, we went out shopping, and I hit up a couple of GameStops and came home with some really awesome games. Now, normally when I do this, I tend to go for you know, more games that are cheaper. So I feel like I came home with the most for my money. But this time, you know, I did a little of that. I bought a couple of cheap ones, but really I just kind of focused on games that I really wanted to play. And so in doing so, I spent a little bit more on a couple of new releases. First up, though, is a PlayStation 2 game, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Operation Resurrection for the PlayStation 2. This is one of the only Wolfenstein games that I needed for my id collection, other than a few ports of the first Wolfenstein game. I think this is the actually barring the new one coming out, New Order, which comes out sometime this year, I think. This is, I think, is the last Wolfenstein game that I needed, because I have Tides of War on the Xbox, and I have the just simply called Wolfenstein on the 360. So I think this is it. So I'm really glad to pick that up. I don't know how good it is, but I was going to buy it anyway. And I think that was only like a couple of dollars, because it had 3 something on the label, and you know, most GameStops still have PlayStation 2 games. They're selling them at crazy prices, crazy cheap prices. So it was disc only for like 3 something, and then it was 75% off of that. So really cheap. I don't even know how much it was. The lone PSP game I picked up was Jeanne d'Arc, and it's cool because Dustin Christ also picked this up right around the same time, actually, and so that was cool to see him pick it up, and then I picked it up, you know, right after him. And I love strategy RPGs, and I hear that this one is really good, but I also hear that it's pretty straightforward and not quite as confusing as some of the other ones, which is really nice. It's not that I don't like, say, Tactics Ogre on the PSP, because I do like it, but it's kind of confusing. There's a lot to it, and I heard that this one is just a little bit more straightforward and kind of, you know, easy to get into. And you can see that I paid like $5 for that, $4.50. Okay. Next up is the lone Wii title. I did pick up Super Paper Mario because I was loving Sticker Star, and I was kind of looking up footage for other Paper Mario games, and I know that this one isn't touted as the best one either. I got kind of the 2 bottom rung of the Paper Mario games. I know there's only 4, but everybody says that the N64 one and the GameCube one are miles and miles ahead of these 2, but I did watch some footage of this one and a couple of reviews, and I really kind of like the concept of the perspective shifting, and so you can take it from a 2D game and switch it to a 3D kind of over-the-shoulder Mario game, and you can kind of sidestep enemies and stuff. I really kind of like the concept, so I picked this up for like $12-13, something like that, and I have no regrets. I hope it's awesome. I hope I really like it, and if not, I'm not out too much money, and it's still a nice game to have, Paper Mario. Okay, next is a bunch of PlayStation 3 games that I picked up at GameStops. I picked up Singularity. It's a Raven Software game that I hear pretty good things about, and I'm into first-person shooters quite a bit, and I like Raven Software a lot. So I picked up Singularity for, you know, it was like $8, something like that, at GameStop. Pretty cheap. And I got home, though, and I popped open the case and noticed that the disc had some minor top scratches. So I threw it in my PS3, and so far so good. I mean, I haven't played very much of it. I played, you know, part of the first segment of the game just to see if it would work, and so far so good. I hope that the top scratches don't ruin it, because I'm going to be pretty bummed out if it just, like, tanks later on. I was watching quite a bit of Twitch TV during the Awesome Games Done Quick marathon. People were doing speed runs for charity. I was watching quite a bit of that, and so I was on Twitch, of course, and browsing for other things, because I haven't really spent a ton of time on Twitch TV. And I came across another channel where the guy was actually streaming Quake 4, and I watched that for quite a bit because I love Quake 4. But then the next day he was actually streaming this game, Darksiders, and it looks amazing. I don't know how this game slipped under my radar because of how much I love like hack and slash action RPGs. So I went out, you know, and picked up Darksiders and Darksiders 2 because they're both pretty cheap. I think this one was like 12 and this one was like 17. So really there wasn't, you know, too much risk involved because the game looks amazing. I hear really awesome things about Darksiders 2, so I can't see how, you know, the first one is going to be bad based on what I've seen. So picked up both Darksiders and Darksiders 2. Really excited to play these games. picked up God of War Collection, the HD re-release of 1 and 2. I have 2 on the PlayStation 2 already, but I didn't have 1, and I was kind of like debating, and it's like, okay, let's think about this. Does it make more sense for me to buy God of War 1 on PlayStation 2, or does it make more sense to just buy the collection on the PlayStation 3? And I think that I made the right decision because I paid $9 for this and got both games. So now I have an extra copy of God of War 2 that I can trade off or something, or just let it sit on the shelf. It doesn't really matter. I'm really excited to play these games because, once again, I love the hack and slash kind of action RPGs, and I hear excellent things about the God of War series. So now I have God of War 1 and 2 and 3 already over on the shelf. So excited to get into those. And then last 2 games here are actually the new releases that I picked up and I kind of spent a little bit more money on. These were both $40, and I did pick up Tales of Xillia for the PlayStation 3. Hear really great things about this, and once again, love action RPGs. And this will be my first installment into the Tales of series, and I hear it's really good, so I'm excited to play it. And then, of course, I did pick up Zelda Link Between Worlds because I hear non-stop praise of this game. And I do love Zelda, and I do love 3DS games, and this, by most standards, was everyone's 3DS game of the year. There's a lot of people that are really praising the crap out of this game, and it hasn't even been out that long, which is, I guess, a sure thing. It's only been out for, I think, just a couple of months, and everybody's just obsessing over this game. So I did pick it up, Zelda Link Between Worlds. That is all of the games that I picked up. Now, show's not over. I did get my Secret Santa gift from Steven, the Laggy Gamer. Very excited to have this, and it's got this in the mail, and I'm too impatient, far too impatient. So yes, I did already open it, and I do know it's already in here. So just know that I'm really excited. So first off, read the note. Looky here, another note. I drop it. Merry Christmas, Doombringer. Hey, Chance. If this gets you in time for Christmas, then Merry Christmas. If not, then Happy New Year. If not, then, well, Happy 4th of July. Anyway, here's Secret Santa pleasantries. Only one was from your list. The other 2 I kind of winged, and hopefully you don't have them yet. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas. Your friend, Steven. Thank you very much, Mr. Laggy Gamer. Very appreciated. No, I didn't have the other 2, and yes, I am very excited. This is an awesome package, man. You really outdid yourself. First up is, of course, the one that was from my list, and we've talked about this in the past. It is the complete boxed copy of the Darkspire for the Nintendo DS. I hear that this is a brutally hard game, but I love first-person dungeon crawlers, and I love Atlas. So, I'm very excited to have this. And it is a complete copy, still sealed. Wow. We've got the music CD, which I'm going to be throwing in very soon. Because, yeah, why not? And then a still sealed copy of the Darkspire. Man, that is so awesome, dude. Thank you so much for that. And then, next up, a couple of PlayStation 3 games that I'm really excited about. This game wasn't on my list, but it actually should have been, because I was actually just thinking about picking this up the other day when I was out, and that is Binary Domain for the PlayStation 3. So, very excited to have that. Yeah, I'm really getting into picking up some PlayStation 3 games, and I'm very excited to have that. So, thank you so much for that. Gonna pop that in probably pretty soon and check it out. And then last but not least, this is the one where you really outdid yourself. Yeah, because this is a new release still. He did buy me Battlefield 4 for the PlayStation 3. I think that or a lot of the kind of bad stuff that was kind of associated with this game upon its release has kind of been patched up, I think. I'm not sure yet. But either way, I'm excited to play this. I hear good things about it, and you know, I hear redeeming things about it. I know that most people don't, you know, kind of crapped on this game when it came out, because I think when it came out it truly was, you know, a turd. But like I said, I think most of that's been worked out, so I'm excited to pop this in, and who knows, maybe my friend SNES Mapper will want to jump onto the PlayStation 3 and show me the ropes on some Battlefield 4. So alright, that is it. So once again, thank you so much, Steven. That is very, very thoughtful and generous gift for Secret Santa. So thank you so much for that, man. I really, really appreciate that. Those games will definitely be played, all of them. I kind of want to throw in Darkspire right now too, just get my ass kicked. Why not? I've rambled on long enough. That is all of my January pickups. Like I said, I'm not planning on picking up some more, but of course that's, you know, famous last words. You know, I always seem to end up with something else after I say that. But really though, like I said, I didn't spend a lot of, you know, my money that I earned on this stuff. You know, I spent Christmas money, you know, and just a few other things here and there. So I don't feel too bad about, you know, the splurge pile there, because like I said, most of them should be considered gifts because I bought them with gift money. So there you go. Thank you for watching Doomwaves. Oh wait, want to go ahead and shout out the Another Gaming Podcast Facebook page. Seriously, go check us out on Facebook. We have a page, a fan page that you could go and you could like the page and kind of drop some comments and questions or whatever for the AGP crew. There's a lot of people on there now. I think we, you know, something like, I can look because I have my computer up right here. Something like 84 as of this moment. As of recording this video, 84 likes, which is awesome. Really awesome. So be sure to check us out on Facebook, and of course the podcast, Another Gaming Podcast, right here on YouTube. And I think we're going to work on trying to get the podcast on iTunes. I'm not sure the channels that we need to go through to do that, but we've had a few requests, so people can download it to their phones or whatever. And that's, you know, it's a very good idea. You know, we've kind of thought about it in the past. I know I have, and so yeah, we might try to figure out what channels we need to go through to get the podcast on iTunes. So if that happens, look for an announcement of some sort on the Facebook page or on the podcast channel or whatever. So anyway, now I'm done. Thanks for watching. Doomwaves out.